again. My name is Jim Kent. This is Yalina. And we're here doing our third video for Panama Relocation Tours. We were living in Boquete for about 3 years.
3 years.
And for personal reasons and for family reasons, we decided to move to Panama City. We are now living in Panama City. We've been here since September of this year. And we live in an area that's called Paitilla, which is the area right in the city. We really love Boquete. It's a beautiful town. There's interesting things to do there, some nice people. As a musician, I got to play music in Boquete. But we moved here to Panama City for Yalina because she works at her clinic. She has a clinic here where she works. Her daughter is 17 and she went to modeling school in Davie. She's graduating from school and now she's going to another modeling school here in Panama City as well as cosmetology school. So for us, it's a good fit. And I have a music project I'm starting in January where I'm putting together a little jazz, gypsy, swing band, and we're going to be playing in local restaurants and different venues. So it's a good fit for us. We do miss Boquete, but the city does have a different way of living. It's more active, which is what I like. I'm a city guy. When I lived in America, my idea of vacation was New York City, Chicago, Boston. I love cities. I love the energy. I love everything about a city. So we live here in, what's the name of the building? Torah?
Alamar.
Alamar is the name of the building we live in. As you will see, we'll shoot some pictures of the area, but we looked at places. Thankfully, I have Yalina with me who understands, she's Panamanian and she's from Boquete, and she knows people in the city, and we got to know people in the city, and I haven't yet to meet a angry or mad Panamanian. They tell you, oh, the city. No, the people here are very nice. I did think I met one. She was at the Do It Center. And that was it. Other than that, we go places and I try to speak Spanish and they laugh and smile, and it's the same. It's the same thing as Boquete. We can walk to a pharmacy, we can walk to 2 malls, we can walk to the Centro, what's the name of Centro?
Cinta Costera.
Yeah, where you can walk along the ocean on Balboa Avenue. We have a 99 store that we can walk to. We have an organic store. We have a pharmacy. We have Pacifico Hospital.
Yes.
One of the major hospitals in Panama City is 2 miles down the road. So we can get on the highway to go to the airport in 5 minutes. So this is a great location for us, and it's quiet. A lot of people ask, how did you find your apartment in Panama City? We had an apartment we were going to move to, and we were all set to move in, but then we found out there was a $8,000 electric bill
Yes.
pending on the apartment, and they would not turn the electricity on until someone paid the electric bill. That's one thing you want to be aware of, because during COVID, a lot of people here didn't have to pay the electric bills. Then when they said they wanted the money, a lot of them moved out. So when you look at an apartment and there's no electricity, you want to start asking some questions. So we're in a hotel room. Now we have no place to stay. And Yalina's looking at apartments because naturally she'd be easier for her because she knows where they are. And she goes, oh, look, Paitilla, a junior penthouse. This is called, not really a penthouse, but it is on the top floor. And it was $850 a month. I said, $850 a month in Paitilla, one of the nicest areas in Panama City. I said, okay, let's go look at it. We walked in and we looked at this and said, this is perfect. Because I like the area. The whole thing to me is the area. The house you can fix up. And we found this place and it's $850 a month. We have 2 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bathrooms. We have a small bathroom down here, so you don't have to go up the stairs. A kitchen in this living area, but the view is everything. You have to walk up 2 flights of stairs to get to the apartment. Some people don't like the stairs. I counted them, there's 30 stairs. They're not steep, but still it's 30 stairs. The elevator goes to 17, and then you walk the next 2 flights up to the apartment. Then we have a spiral staircase that goes up to the upstairs bedrooms. Some people like, I can't do that. But I said, I can do it at least for 2 or 3 years. And it helped me lose a few pounds, which it did. And I think that's part of the reason why it was so cheap. And it's small. It's not a big apartment, but we bought it for the view and the location. What does it cost to live here? Well, electricity is an issue here in the city. It can cost you $100 to $200 a month. But with the terrace open and with our fans, and we use fans upstairs, we only use air conditioning maybe a couple hours a day.
Yes.
Sometimes.
3 or 4 times, yeah.
And we don't use the dryer to do our clothes. We get those old racks and we hang them up and put them on a rack in the bedroom near the window. Open the windows and put them next to the rack. We're not allowed to put them out on the terrace because they'll go crazy.
No,
But
that is-
just by doing that and by not using the air conditioning, our electricity runs about $80 a month.
yes.
And once I get the Jubilaro discount, it'll be another 20% off of that. Our cable and internet is $60 a month. They deliver water once a week for $5 for 5 gallons of water. I give him 7 because he comes up. I feel bad for the guy coming up the stairs. We have 24-hour security. We have 1 parking spot in the garage. And the staff that works here are all wonderful. They do everything we ask them to do. So they're here. Those places are in the city. You just do a little bit of homework. Okay? The Paitilla is a nice area. San Francisco?
San Francisco too, Costa del Este, Punta Pacifica, Ocean Reef, that is near to us. Yes, and here in Paitilla, they have some rules. For example, the noise, you can do too much big noise. And everything is very clean. The park, perfect. The trash is coming twice a day, every day.
Yeah.
You can see trash in the street, never. And everything is quiet and rules.
Yeah. We'll be laying in bed at 12 o'clock at night on a Saturday night and I can hear the trash truck coming down the street.
Yes.
They're picking up trash here 24 hours a day.
And there are different police in every corner, too much security. I guess because the neighbor, for example, near to us, live the tourism minister, okay? And some person from the government Panama, and they care too much security here in this place. And it's beautiful, beautiful.
What is the social life here in Panama City? Is it easy to meet people? Well, it's not easy to meet people in the city. Boquete is more of an expat community. A lot of Americans, I knew a lot of people in Boquete, a lot of great musicians. I had a lot of Panamanian friends in Boquete. Much more social. Here it's more difficult because it's a city. I have Yalina and her daughter, and her other daughter lives here in the city too. We've been here 3 months, and I really haven't met too many people. I got a guy who lives downstairs, wants me to play guitar with him, but I don't really, it's not like you go out and meet a lot of people. But if you go out, like I go down to Smart Fit, I know people down there now. I talk to them at the gym. I know that once I start playing out, playing music, get to meet people. But every time you go to do something, you want to go ride a bicycle on the Amador, you can go out there in the morning, you can rent a bicycle for $5 for 2 hours, and you can ride out all along the Amador, and there's people walking and talking, and it's really a lot of fun. You go down here on a Friday night to Centro,
Yes.
it's just like, it's like New York City down there. People everywhere. The fish market, you go down to Fish Market, Casco Viejo, there's lots of places. But getting a group of friends like you would have in Boquete is going to take a little more time. Another reason why we moved to Panama City is health insurance, health care for me, as being an older, seasoned citizen. I found that the health care is a little pricey once you get over the age of 65, a male. I'm closing in on the big 7-0, and I find the insurance is high, so we came here and looked into insurance, and you can buy, we got it through the Santa Fe Hospital, which is one of the hospitals here in the city. You can buy insurance directly at the hospital. It covers me for 6 days in the hospital. I want to see a doctor, it's $5. A specialist is $15. Complete total blood workup is $50. 50% off, everything is very reasonable prices you pay. And from 69 years old to 80, it's $200 a month. 80 years old to 90, it's $250 a month. So it's reasonably priced. Now, God forbid you get cancer or something like that, then you go back to the States. A lot of people go back to the States. But I have free emergency is paid for, ambulance is paid for. I get 6 days in the hospital, zip. I get a lot of other things too. It's called the Santa Fe Hospital. They have their own program that's there for senior expats and Panamanians.
And you can use the other hospital.
Yeah, and they have
Paitilla.
a network of doctors you can see. So if I needed to see a doctor, I can go down here to the Pacifica Hospital, which is part of Johns Hopkins, and it costs me $5 to see a doctor, $15 to see a specialist. So it's one of the other reasons why we moved here. Someone said, "How did you find out moving to Panama?" I said, "I went on a computer one day, and I typed in best places to live. Panama came up. So I started looking at Panama, and I see this Panama Relocation Tours. So I'm reading that, and I've came to Panama once before with a different company, and I never left Panama City. We were here for a week. They were trying to get me to buy avocados, but I did a little feel of the city. And as a child, I did live here. My father was stationed at the zone, so I used to live in the zone when I was younger. So, and my mother always said I love Panama. I would love to go back to Panama. So I had an interest in it because of her. And Panama Relocation comes up. We will take you the whole thing about the bus tour. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see the country. I don't want to just see a little bit of it. I want to talk to people. But I just found out about it just by Googling best places to retire. Because I'm not married. I don't have kids. I work for the government, and I have a pension enough to live on. And why live why go live in Florida when you can try a little more adventure? So I came here, and I met Yalina, and we've been together 3 years. And thankfully, Panama Relocation Tour is a good thing if you want to really get a feel of the city and have all the contacts that Jackie will give you. I used her lawyer. I got my cedula. I got my visa, all kinds of things. It really is a wealth of knowledge. And it's a lot of fun, too. What would you do if I said to you, I know a company that will take you to the country, put you on a beautiful bus, drive you around to different towns, take you to different hotels, take you to see different cultures, and then give you a book that has all the contacts to get a lawyer, to get a doctor, to do everything to help you transit to Panama, a network of fellow expats who live in the country, to also who are part of the PRT community. They have their own website. It's a little community. You got a question? Put it on there, PRT community. You have to be a member, and then you'll get an answer. Or even Jackie will send you an answer. It takes a lot of, what am I going to do out of it? You can stare at videos all day long, but unless you get off the bus and walk around and talk to people, you really don't get a feel for it. And that's what it is. It's to give you a feel of what it'd be like to live here. In closing, I have a lot of gratitude for Jackie, and I know a lot of other people do too. Coming to Panama was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I met Yalina, now I have a family. I have a network of musicians in the country that we're going back to Boquete this week. And my friends who I had my gypsy swing band in Boquete with, they're all waiting. When you come in, Jim, we'll get together and have a party at the house and play. So we'll be up on Boquete Road. You can come by if you want. We're going to be up there probably Friday night, banging away on our guitars and violins and saxophones and playing some good old jazz and swing music and having a really great time. And it's worked out really good for me. You have to take a chance sometimes. Sure, you can go to Florida. Go ahead. Go move down to Florida and play golf every day. But you take a chance in life and say, I'm going to go on an adventure. Be surprised what can happen to you.